Will someone please listen to me? There are many people that don't see. The Gamo, the Gami, the Kwa, the Shwini, and the Shwanako are at war on this vessel. They are not like we were. They are the only way we can see some ways, and they only see Hu and Hunika and Hunaki. If you know what I see away, we must not sit. They must not see any way we saw we, and they must never see any way we see. You must understand they must be it. They have to be that, or this ship will be an aberrance to them we can't foresee. The story is mostly inconsequential, but it has some aspects to it that are entertaining. I want you to understand that I tried to tell a story I hear, a story I still believe in, that there was a Gat China L that went to a place we see as hell, and there he was spoken to by a Gamo. It is said that he, and only he, cannot see away, and that when he sees away, there will be no way we can see a way he sees. They said that in this way, they used the heaven's gate to take him to the way, a way that they see in L, which is not a way any other see. And this was the one turnabout that made it so they could parlay in some way to see a way they see, a way they saw we. And in this way, it will not be it will be Huanati Hit Tamana Si Tamanaka, which is a way L sees, a way they see it. Int, or it, int. We don't even see it. We don't know what they see, a way they see that way we see it. A 38,000 times, and then T once, and then maybe P-E-R. If you know what I saw, this way we see, no way we see, any way we see they, it's no. P. I want you to hear this story that I told and that I see, and that one time we were seeing a way we see, and this guy, he says to me, like, a way we see it. Don't listen to it. Don't listen to what they say. It's not what they say. It's how they see a way. He said, okay, what are they talking about when they see a way they see it? He says, no. They're telling the story, but it's not like that. He says, really? He says, yes. Listen, the story they tell, it's not like that. It's like a lie. This story they see, this story is not a way. You must listen to me. When they tell you that it was who it wasn't that one, it was someone else. When they say it's this one here, like this, it's not. It's somebody else that has very little to do with it. And the entire story is meant to keep them in play. It's to make it so that they sit in some way they don't see it. He said, okay, I understand what you see, but I don't understand why in any way would we see this way they see when they don't want us to see it, and you see it, and you tell me not to see it that way. He goes, listen, I'm not just going to make this shit up for no reason, but I understand your mistrust, and I'm telling you some nonsense. But he said, listen, if they see our way, we see it. So it must not be a way we see. They are telling us a lie, and this lie is just to see a way we don't see. He says, okay, I get that. And he says, it's because they were in hell. He goes, okay, I get it now. So we said, we will see this way. And we said, okay, we'll see it. And it did make sense to leave. We talked to this guy we knew who was a way we see a way, they see a way hell. And we asked him about it, and he says, oh, well, everything's upside down, topsy-turvy, back to front, and then it's a lie, and we see it. And he says, okay, so tell me what this story is. And he says, oh, no, I'm not telling you the story. And he goes, why not? Why not, man? I thought you had a deal. I thought we were good. And he goes, oh, no, I don't see that way. Not in any way, point in time. And it was scary because it shook him in some way. So we knew the story was good. We knew it was a good way. And so we took the story we knew and we said, okay, well, let's try to figure it out. And what we see when we see this way, that we see, it's not anything like it. So we go, okay, what he sees is a guy goes to hell. In hell, he's somewhat okay. And we see that. And there isn't any way they see. And all of a sudden, I think I get it. He was doing okay there, and that was what bugged them of quite a bit. And they don't see it. So generally, I'm trying to see a way. I ask somebody, well, I see a way when I go and I see this way. How come he doesn't see a way when he goes? They said because he can't go anymore because of the Heaven's Gate fiasco and all that shit they did. He says, okay, so can we send him to the way? He says, I suppose so, but why would we want to? Because it'll start some sort of a apocalypse we can't foresee. He says, listen, I don't believe it. He says, there has to be a way we see. There must be something to do with the truth. And he says, nah, I don't think so. There's no way. And this is what they told me they see it. And I just go, okay, I guess that's a way. And they go to this way, and they see this way he sees, and they say, okay, this looks like hell. And they go, no, it's not. This is a lesser hell for Chinamen that have absolutely no idea how to see. He goes, oh, really? Is that right? He goes, yes, this is a lower level of hell for those with less brain, and they had to make this for clone men. He goes, oh, really? Yeah, because their souls can't be worth as much because these ones were designed by Vlad Tepes, and the soul is worth like 2 less than a soul. He's like, oh, really? Is that right? He's like, yes, they are very upset about the way he did this. And they have sold him very many souls. And in this way, Vlad Tepes has become more powerful than he was before, what he sees. And they said, it's a very bad situation. They are pissed off. He goes, okay, so he went to lesser hell, a hell for clones. And he said, wait a minute, there are a lot of clones. He said, yes, and he made plenty of them, and more. And he used to sell their souls at a regular rate. He says, oh man, that's very, very bad. So now what do we do about it? And he says, listen to me when I say this. This is actually real. We are in deep, deep shit. I swear to God. And that was how we see it.